That was a little dramatic, but in this video, I'm gonna do a full review of the 2021 718 Porsche Cayman S. And believe it or not, I put 4,500 miles on this already. Now, chances are you already watched some videos about the Porsche, but if you don't know, the Porsche Cayman S is one step above the base model. Then you have the GTS, and then we have the GT4, and now you have a GT4 RS, which is just ridiculous. But anyways, I'm gonna do a review of what it's been like owning this, and to let you know if you should buy it or if I would buy this again. The answer is yes. I'm gonna save you the trouble of watching the whole video. I would buy this again, but I'm gonna tell you the reasons why, and possibly why you shouldn't buy the Cayman S. Now, what did this Cayman come with? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the spec sheet or the window sticker for this particular vehicle, and we'll go over how much I paid for it and also what it came with. Okay guys, here's the spec sheet, and as you can see right here, it is a Porsche 2021 718 Cayman S. This is the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and it puts out 350 horsepower. Now, the options that this one came with, the base price was $71,900. This is the Guards Red. Its standard interior is black, 7-speed, the PDK, 20-inch Carrera S wheels, preparation for rear logos painted, smoking package, model designation. Power seats. It has a 14-way power seats with memory package. This does have the Sport Chrono package, which is one thing I'm really wanted. The wheels painted in high gloss black, sport tailpipes in black. It has the warranty, and this does come with a premium package, the Bose surround system, which I think the Bose, it's fine. If there's you can upgrade to one above this, but really the Bose sounds really good. I don't see why anyone would be disappointed with the sound of the Bose system. And here we have a few more options. The luggage net in passenger footwell, light design package, ventilated seats, so it has heated and cooled seats, and it has the LED headlights with PDLS Plus. Now, the PDLS Plus, what that does is allows the headlights to move, and in regards to how fast you're going, the angle of the lights will change. So it does have lane change assist and a heated steering wheel and power folding mirrors. This does come with the Porsche entry and drive. And here we have the sticker price. So the total price was $89,160. Now, when I tried to get the price lower, because we're in a pandemic, there was no incentives that Porsche was offering. The only incentives they gave me was that it was available, and I actually had to travel out of state to purchase this vehicle. So overall, I'm happy with the purchase that I made and the options that it came with. Okay guys, so this is the Guards Red 718 Porsche Cayman S, and it comes with the power folding mirrors, or at least this setup did. And these are the 20-inch Carrera S wheels. Put your little wipers or the white headlight washer. And here's the grill, and of course we all know about the grill mesh. You can barely see it in there. So the red is really nice. Definitely turns a lot of heads while you're driving. Okay guys, so I know you're asking about the storage space because, well, that's why you buy a Porsche, right? For the luggage space or the trunk space, right? Yeah. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, so to open the frunk, here we go. Just click that. There's a little lever here. And there we have actually a pretty good size frunk. So here we have, I believe this is a full size luggage. It's not carry-on. It's larger than a carry-on. Now, standing up, it won't close, but we can lay it down, and actually fits quite nicely in there. And you know what? I think we got room for a couple other things. How about a deflated basketball? deflated football. Okay, so we got a few things in here. You know, I don't know, might be a little tricky. Will it close? Let's see. Oh yeah, all the things you need in life. So the frunk is not too bad, pretty good size. Now the back trunk is a little bit of a different story. Let's go ahead and pop that open. So here we don't have too much space. You know, it's not too deep. And you do have some little compartments here where you can store stuff in as well. So it is useful, the spaces that it provides. And one more thing, if you ever get trapped in your trunk, there is a release right here that you can hit. And whoa, how about that? Will release you from it. It has a nice light in here as well to illuminate it at night. Now here we have our front or frunk release. Here's our back trunk release there. This one does have the 14-way power seats. And we just click this. So really not much storage back here at all. But we do have this area we talked about earlier. And I just, what does it say? Airbag right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the interior of the 718 Cayman S. And to enter into it, you just have to get close to it with your key. I believe it's already unlocked. And to lock it, you just need to touch it and it unlocks. Grab it, then you pull the lever up. You have the Cayman S, and this one does have the Bose sound system, which I really like. I think it sounds really good. I have no complaints about that. I know it can be upgraded, but to be honest, this is quite enough. You know, I don't see why anyone would be disappointed with the Bose sound system. So this is the black interior. Let's go ahead and step in. And as I said, I already put over 4,000 miles on this one. So it's been fun driving it around. Okay, let's start over here. We have our light switches. We have the auto. You can turn them off, turn on your parking lights, just your headlights. And here we have our ignition. We just turn it to start. Here we have your parking brake. Push it in to park it and out to release it. Our pedals right there. Here we have our volume controls for your phone, for the audio. Here we have some more controls as well to hang up. And these controls are dash over here. Here we have our driving modes. And here we have our display controls. Here we have our heated and vented seat controls, our air conditioning controls. Over here we also have our spoiler control, the muffler, the auto start stop. We have a cigarette lighter there and a little bit of storage. And we have a little bit of room in the armrest, which you could put a phone in there, but really not much more. It's really not that large. And here we have our cup holder. So they're kind of concealed really nicely, and they do adjust if you have a bigger cup. And I find it very useful. Haven't had any issues with cups spilling over. It does feel pretty sturdy, pretty safe, and when you don't need them, you can just close them and hide them until you need them. And over here we have our headlamp controls, and we also have our garage. You can program your garage door opener as well. And over here we have our sun visor, which we have mirrors, and they have lights in them as well for the driver and passenger. And these seats are quite comfortable. I'm really pretty happy with them. And here we have our controls for our mirrors. And we have our setting controls here. So let me see if I could go ahead and click this. And what this does is now, one thing I think is pretty cool as well is what the headlights do when you turn them on. So I'm gonna go ahead and click this, click the ignition to start, and you'll see the lights kind of come up and down. So a nice little feature. And whenever you turn your steering wheel, these lights do kind of follow your direction. So kind of cool. I think it's kind of like a spotlight, kind of hunting for some road. Okay, so another feature I want to talk about that I don't see a lot of people discuss is this dimming feature. So you click it here and now it's off, and I'm not sure if we could capture it. I'll give it a second there, and it kind of dims. So when it's green, when that light is green, you know it's on, and it actually dims your side mirrors as well. Let me go ahead and click it off and see if we could capture it. It's definitely a lot noticeable during the night. During daytime, it's not as noticeable. Okay, so the screen features here are pretty cool. I haven't had any trouble using it, and to be honest, I haven't really used much of it. I usually just use the Apple CarPlay, which you have to have your phone connected for it to work, and it does work really well, as most Apple CarPlays do. And here we can click on some features here. It gives us some drive information. There we have our total drive time, our total distance I have driven. So driven 4,640 miles already. Average fuel consumption is 21 miles per gallon. Now this really varies on your drive modes that you select here. So if you're in this normal mode, you can actually get 21, 24. I think the best I got was 27 when I was driving it to or from Birmingham, Alabama, or the highway. If I'm driving this mode, it actually does pretty decent. Now when you go to Sport or Sport Plus, well, now you're gonna use up gas, but you're gonna have a lot more fun driving for sure. All right, so then we have some assist here. Click on this, it kind of gives you your parking settings. Let's go back to car, vehicle settings. So lots of information here. Let's go back to home, and let's see. You obviously could set up your sound. Let's see, your tuner. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back to my Apple CarPlay, which I could just click here, and we could play some music. Let's see what this sound system sounds like. All right, so definitely sounds really good, really good bass, really clear. So I think the Bose sound system sounds really good. All right, so over here we have our controls for our display on our right over here. So there just gives us our audio functions here. There it again has your drive time, consumption, speed. All right, here gives us our tire pressures, which we have to be moving for it to start recording that. Gives you some good feedback on that. On each tire pressure, it'll give you the PSI, so really cool. And here's our Sport Chrono package. This one does have the Sport Chrono. We have our clock over here. All right, and it actually gives us our G-forces as well. And there we have our PSI of our turbocharger and just some other information, oil and water temperatures. All right, there's our RPM gauge. And there's our speedometer, which it also puts your speed over there as well. All right, so very comfortable steering wheel to hold and to drive, and you just have everything right at your controls. That's one thing about the Porsche 718. Everything is just right at your fingertips to touch and control, to drive. Really is a fun car to drive. Now you can deploy the rear spoiler at any moment using the button on the center console, and while you're driving at 75 miles per hour, it will automatically deploy. But what do you guys think? Does it look better up or down? Okay guys, if you're ready, let's go for a test drive. Oh yeah. So right now we are in normal mode. Yeah, let's go ahead and let you see. Crack the windows kind of here, the engine a little. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to the sport mode. These windows, got a little AC going, don't want the, and to auto sync it you just need to hold the auto sync and then just bring down your temperatures to the temperature you want, and then you can just change the fan to whatever speed you want as well. Alright, I'm going to adjust the steering wheel a bit too. Guys, let's go ahead and get on it a little bit. Alright guys, let's do a little nighttime driving. Cayman likes to hunt for roads and devour. Let's go ahead and go back to just normal sport mode. Now when you're in sport mode, it automatically shuts off the auto stop feature. So whenever you're stopped, the engine will cut off. That will only happen in normal mode. When you switch to Sport and Sport Plus, that feature is deactivated. Now you can always, even if you're in normal mode, you can deactivate that yourself by clicking this button here, and it'll be always deactivated, so your car will not shut off when you go to a stop. I've noticed about the auto stop feature is that it kind of predicts when you're going to come to a stop, and it'll shut off the car before you come to a complete stop, which it's not a problem, but I just find it a little strange. So I don't mind the auto start stop feature, but I don't know, I just don't like the car shutting off so much. So, but it can save you gas. All right, guys, let's get some tacos. All right, let's get our. See there, it shut off. So it kind of shut off almost before we stopped.
What kind of road is this? How can I help you?
Let me get a beef taco plate.
Crispy or soft?
Crispy.
Crispy beef taco plate. Anything else?
And a large Diet Coke.
Crispy beef taco plate and a large Diet Coke. Is that all for you today?
That's it.
All right, total at the window.
Thank you. The Diet Coke makes it all okay. Another feature this car has is if you press twice or press hard on the brake, it actually does an auto hold feature.
There you go.
Thank you.
Card and here's your food.
All right, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Thanks. All right. So to get out of the auto hold feature, you just got to give it a little gas and you're out of it. Oh, here we have a nice C8 coming up here. Oh, it's a blue with a stripe. Pretty cool. If you like the crackle and pops of the exhaust, you really do gotta kind of leave it revving on those higher gears, the higher RPMs. So you gotta kind of have it hold the gear, and then kind of when it comes back down, that's when you hear those crackle and pops. I do enjoy hearing that. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna wrap up this video at this point and just recap what I had said at the beginning of the video, that yes, I would buy the Cayman S again. All things considered, I think the price point of the Cayman S is good for the performance you're getting. It's just enough performance that you're not gonna feel like the car is lacking in any way. Now, the only thing I would maybe consider would be to upgrade to the GTS 4.0. Now, the GTS 4.0 is a V6. It's a bigger engine, and bigger engine is way more. So it's going to be a heavier car than the Cayman S, which is the 4-cylinder turbo. Now, some people may prefer the larger engine. It's going to have a better sound, a better exhaust note, but just a matter of preference. So that's my only exception that I would possibly consider. If I was in the market for a Cayman again, I'd probably consider getting the GTS 4.0. Now, if money was not the issue, I probably would not go for the GT4 now that the GT4 RS is out, and this car is just ridiculous. Now, the only reason why I think I would hold off on, or I probably would not get a car like this, is because the reviews on the RS are that this is a track car. This is not a daily driver car. This is going to be a garage ornament for most people. You're going to buy this car, you're going to take it out to the racetrack, but you're not going to drive this car every day. It's even they even say that it's not a comfortable car. It's designed for the track use. But I love the look of the RS. I think it's a fantastic looking car. I would love to have one, and I probably would try and drive it every day if I could. But more practical if you're going to use a Cayman for more daily use, but you want the performance, go for the GTS. If you want to save a little bit of money, get the Cayman S. You're not going to feel disappointed. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a like, consider subscribing to this channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks.